Slowly open the eyes. Yeah, Dhananjay, okay, you can do the intro and then we'll start. Unmute yourself, please. Dhananjay, you unmute.
Namaste everyone. I Dhananjay Gupta welcome you all on behalf of Hindu Center of Atlanta. Today we have joined together for our weekly program for kids and young youth. We are joined for the series Sanatan Dharm Simplified. In this program, we learn Vedic mantras and their meaning, and some participants read a story and we learn the morals from the story. We are fortunate to have Acharya Brahmdevji amongst us, joining from Mauritius. Over to Acharya ji.
Om Namaste and welcome everybody. So we celebrated Hanuman Jayanti this week. I think everybody should have heard something about Hanumanji. So let's listen to everybody in a few lines, a few sentences of whatever you know about Hanumanji. So let's start from Viraj and Avia, the youngest, and then we'll go to the eldest.
All right. So, what do you say?
Whatever you know about Hanumanji, you can tell us in a few sentences.
That he was so strong that he uses the sun as a baseball and he can eat the sun.
Okay. Avia, please.
And please call me young. Okay, so next I want to tell you is that he is the son of wind. So he's the, and also he is Sevak of Ramji and Sita ji.
Okay. Aryan.
Well, I don't remember about Hanumanji. He like jumped across like the ocean or something. To save Sita from Ravan. Yeah.
That's good. Kushi.
Hanuman is half monkey and half human, and he helped to free Sita.
Okay. Yes.
Hanumanji was Rama and Sita's friend, and Hanuman is also like the monkey god, and he's like very powerful. So he can like jump across like very long distances too.
Okay. So anybody know a few lines about the Hanuman Chalisa? How does it start?
I don't think it goes.
Yes, Ayush, I forgot you, sorry.
So he was Rama and Sita's like friend, and so they came on the way to go to Sri Lanka, and so he kind of helped them save Sita. So he went to Lanka to like burn down the.
Ayush, can you please come nearer to your mic because I can hardly hear you.
So he was kind of like Rama and Sita's friend, and he helped them like save Sita from Lanka, and also he went and burned down Lanka. So that the good for Sita, and also when Lakshman was hit by the arrow, he went to the this mountain that had herbs for medicine, and so he didn't know which one to pick. So he like kind of lifted up the whole mountain and took it back so that the doctor could find the herbs, and also that he was really strong and he could fly and become really big. So.
Okay. So anyone knows how the Hanuman Chalisa starts from? The few lines starts. Dhananjay, can you allow share screen, please? Just it's clear to you.
Yes, it's clear.
Yeah. So let's get our concepts. Hanumanji was a brahmachari, that is, he was celibate and spiritual seeker. Rightly said by you, he was powerful, he was wise, and he was never stirred by or disturbed by adverse situations. He had great knowledge, especially of the Vedas. He was a devotee of Sri Ram. He was a scholar and the son of Anjani and Pavan. And to know how he was a devotee of Sri Ram, he was what we know as, he was a servant. He followed the instructions, the guidance of Sri Ram. Has anybody saw anywhere or any picture where Hanumanji is doing an arti or something like that of Sri Ram? There's none. But he is called the Param Bhakt, or the greatest devotee of Sri Ram. So why? Because he only followed the guidance and the instructions. Just like when we say a child is devoted to the parents, what does the child do? Follows the instructions and the guidance of the parents. A child devoted to the studies follows the guidance of the teachers and does accordingly. So that is one concept of devotee. Second, Hanumanji was the son of Anjani and Pavan. I think Pavan was a common name probably some 20 years back. And these are names of human beings. Anjani was a human being and Pavan also was a human being. So Hanumanji was a human being. But the feats that he accomplished, the misunderstanding was the forest dwellers. Forest is Van in Hindi, and people living in Van or forest are called Vanar. But the other meaning of Vanar also is monkey. And if we look into the Hanuman Chalisa, it says, Jai Hanuman Gyana Guna Sagar, Jai Kapis Tihon Loka Ujagar. So glory to Hanumanji, the ocean of knowledge, the fountainhead of wisdom and power, whose glory shines in the free worlds, the physical, mental, and social world. And Kapis there refers to the wisdom, because Kapi in Sanskrit means a wise person, and not the average wise, but as we say, the genius. And let's get our concepts clear. Being the son of Anjani and Pavan, both humans, Hanumanji cannot be a monkey. And with such knowledge and wisdom, which school did he go if he was a monkey to learn? Because the Valmiki Ramayana, when Ram meets Lakshman, Ram meets Hanumanji for the first time and describes his meeting to Lakshman. He says, referring to Hanumanji, he says, the person with whom I just talked is a scholar of the Veda. This type of impressive and heart-touching talk is impossible without a scholarly command of Vedic grammar and related text. So he was a great scholar. And the Hanuman Chalisa says, Ram Dut Atulit Baladhama Anjani Putra Pavana Sutanama. So devoted messenger, servant of Sri Ram, Ramadut, Atulit Baldhama means of colossal strength. Anjani Putra, the mother was called Anjani. Putra means son. Pavan Sutanama, he was the son of Pavan. Then in the Valmiki Ramayana, when Hanumanji meets Sita for the first time, before meeting Sita, he's in a pensive mood. He's thinking about, if he use a high-flown Sanskrit language like a Brahmin, Sita will get frightened, will say this is the disguise of Ravan again. So he has to use meaningful words of a human being, which are to be soft-spoken, so that Sita is not frightened again, and she can be given some consolation. Then see the Hanuman Chalisa says, Kanchan Varan Viraj Subesa Kanand Kundal Kunchit Kesa, describing the physical appearance of Hanuman. Kanchan Viran Viraja Subesa, the beautiful golden colored physique. Kanand Kundal Kunchit Kesa, handsomely dressed with earrings and long curly hair. So monkeys don't have long curly hair. And if they were wearing earrings, where did they go to get that? Then it says, Haath Vajra or Dhwaja Viraje, Kandhe Munj Janev Saje. Carry a lightning mace, or the lightning shouldn't be having the E there, there's one mistake. So a lightning, that is, as when he strikes with the mace, he strikes like lightning. And then carrying a flag, a victory flag, Dhwaja Viraje. Then it says, Kandhe Munj Janev Saje, with the sacred thread, the Janev on the shoulders. So we need to clear our concepts. Hanumanji was a yogi. That's why he could accomplish the feats, because this Hanuman Chalisa again says, Ashta Siddhi Nava Nidhi. Ashta Siddhi was a master of the Ashtang Yoga, following the social discipline and the personal discipline, yam, niyam, then asana, pranayam, pratyahar, dharma, dhyan, and samadhi. And the 9 nidhis which we are talking about is overcoming the difficulties of life. And the yoga philosophy summarizes 9 difficulties which englobes all the problems that we may have in our life. We'll talk about that at some later point in time when we'll do a brief about yoga philosophy. So for somebody to be a yogi, what is referred to as monkey with Hanuman, when he was a kid, he had the monkey mind. He couldn't sit down somewhere and think about one particular subject, but still he had the knowledge, he had everything. And where those powers are unfolded, especially triggered, when Jamban triggers to him that you are a great yogi, you are an accomplished yogi, so you have to use your powers which you've got through yoga. And in Hindi it says, Aditya Brahmachari Palam Balwan Chatur or Buddhiman Shri Ramchandra ji ke Param Sevak, परम भक्त और सहायक, वेदों और व्याकरण के पंडित, अंजनी पुत्र और हनुमान जी के जन्म दिवस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं. So it's the wishes, good wishes for Hanuman Jayanti. Let's learn from the life of Hanuman ji. Developing physical power, so we need to do some good exercises, become knowledgeable, so we have to learn our lessons well. And then wise, we don't have just to read our lessons and become bookish, but apply the knowledge in daily life, use all the logic that we've learned, especially maths leads us to logic. And then let's also try to become a scholar in whatever field we are learning and become real devotees of our mother, father, and all the elderly in our homes. Like if you have your dada, dadi, nana, nani, whoever you have around you, just listen to them, learn from them. They have lots of life experiences and life knowledge. And then moving like that, we'll also become like Hanumanji, devotees to our parents, to the elderlies around us. Any question? Otherwise, I'll leave it to Dhananjay to add something to that.
Yeah, the Acharyaji, whatever he explained, it shows that he was not a monkey. He was a very knowledgeable person. As Bhagwan Ramchandraji was also said, he's a powerful and he's learned, he's philosophical, and yet humble. And in Ram, all that Hanuman Chalisa also, it says he is wearing Janeu, he is so knowledgeable, he is yogic, he is master of all yogic power. So with all these things, we can conclude somebody might have made the picture in the form of a monkey somewhere, and it got very popular. But in reality, a monkey cannot have all these qualities. So we can imagine in that monkey form, but that is not the true form of yogic personalities. So we will chant some mantras now. Acharya will lead us for some.
Yeah, just give me 1 minute. I'm looking for one mantra, please. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, if I have it. Yeah, I'll be sharing that.
So who knows that mantra? Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. Anybody knows? Okay.
I know.
Yeah. So start.
Sarve Bantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Naramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashantu, Mahakashid Dubhag. Okay.
Okay.
Bhagat.
Yeah, there's one G there. Okay. Next, please.
I know. Next. I practice, I can read, I can say without reading.
Yeah, that's good.
Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Naramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kashid Dukh Bhavet.
Okay, next, please. Aryan.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखं भवेत्.
Good.
सर्वे
Next.
भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखं भवेत्.
Say, just read line after me. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः
Sarve Santu Niramaya.
सर्वे सन्तु निरामया
Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu.
सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु
Ma Kashchid Dukha Bhag Bhavet.
मा कश्चित् दुःखं भवेत्.
Okay. Ayush, please.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखं भवेत्.
Okay, good. Aryan?
Yash. Now Yash.
Yash. Yeah.
Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Naramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhavet.
Okay. This mantra is from the Upanishad, and it's prayer for the welfare of everybody, especially in these dire times of COVID-19. It's good to chant this mantra, praying to God that we all be Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, all be happy. Sarve Santu Niramaya, none be suffering. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, whatever we look around is auspicious. Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhavet, that nobody is suffering. Especially we know the state of COVID in India and in so many countries. So let's sit down straight, close the eyes gently, and chant along with me. We'll chant it 3 times and then we close this session. Sit down straight, close the eyes, and think about this. We are praying for the health of all around us. May all be happy. May none be suffering from disease, illnesses, etc. May whatever we look around us be auspicious, and may no one be suffering around us. Sarve bhavanto sukhinah, sarve santo niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyanto, ma kaschit dukha bhag bhavet. Sarve bhavanto sukhinah, sarve santo niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyanto, ma kaschit dukha bhag bhavet. Sarve bhavanto sukhinah, sarve santo niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyanto, ma kaschit dukha bhag bhavet. Thank you. Dhananjay ji has a beautiful way of singing that in Hindi. I would request him to go ahead with that. He nath sab sukhi ho.
Okay. हे नाथ सब सुखी हो, कोई न हो दुखारी, सब हो निरोग भगवन, धन धान्य के भंडारी, सब भद्र भाव देखें, सन्मार्ग के पथिक हो, दुखिया न कोई होवे, सृष्टि में प्राणधारी। हे नाथ सब सुखी हो, कोई न हो दुखारी.
So that gives the meaning in simple Hindi. When we are singing Sarve Bhavantu, this is Sanskrit. What Dhananjay ji sang was in Hindi. Next time I'll get it on PowerPoint and then we'll explain the meaning of that also. So thank you everybody. Dhananjay ji for the conclusion.
Thank you everyone for joining. As a reminder, we have this program every Friday at 9 p.m. On Saturday, we have the weekly satsang at 10:30 a.m. till noon. And on Sunday, we have a spiritual learning for the adults from 9 p.m. to 9:45 p.m. Please do join us on these times. If you have any questions, if you want to contact us, you can email at hinducenterofatlanta@gmail.com. You can connect with us on YouTube, Hindu Center of Atlanta, and on Facebook also, Hindu Center of Atlanta. See you next time. Thank you for joining.